Namaste to all. Ram Ram Ram. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Sahana Bhavatu, Sahanau Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Namaste to all. Ram Ram Ram. I feel extremely blessed to be here to teach shlokas which are live. So we started our shloka learning journey back in July 2018. And since then, we've had a few shlokas that we have learned through live classes. So, for example, we did Bhagavad Gita, we did Sankshepa Ramayanam. I think these were through live classes. During the COVID lockdown period, we also had a few shlokas that we learned during our everyday chanting, which we were doing for our mental and physical health as well. So there has been an ask from several people, our satsang members, asking if we can do live sessions, because these live sessions, it's one time and definitely more effective than listening to recordings. And I think it's easier for us to give one chunk of time rather than devoting, chunks, little chunks of time every day. That's how the human mind works. So this idea of doing one shloka that we have already learned. So the materials are already available. You might have already learned the shloka through the audio recordings, the shloka and the meaning. But to make it a little more effective, to make it a little more participative, and I think just learning it as a satsang, I think that makes a huge difference. And subtle pronunciation that you might miss while you are learning from the recordings, the understanding of the meaning. And I think whenever we learn from a teacher, live, it definitely has a different kind of impact. So this has been in my mind for quite some time, because the ask has been there for quite some time. And this year with Guru Kripa, I decided, okay, let's go with it. We'll do one shloka per month. I think that is the minimum commitment that I can offer from my end. And I think anything which is given more kind of loses its flavor too. So one shloka seems doable. So if we learn a shloka today, for the next 1 month, whoever is learning the shloka, whoever is looking at the recording, they can look at the live recording, look through the materials, and kind of practice and do abhyasa of this shloka over the next month, next 30 days before we do the next shloka. So with my heartfelt gratitude to Bhagavan and Guru, we will start today's session. So as always, the first shloka that we do is on Ganesha, the one who removes all the obstacles. And a lot of goals in our life is to attain happiness, and that happiness can be obtained only when all our Sankata, all the sadness, all the klesham, all the sandeham that we have in our mind is kind of removed. And he is the person who will be able to do that for us. And so the prayer, a beautiful stotra that we will be learning today, Sankata Nashana. Sankatam, in Tamil also we say Sankatam, so which is kind of sorrow or some kind of disturbance that we are experiencing. Nashanam is destruction, removing. So Sankata Nashana, Ganesha Stotram. So this shloka is from Narada Puranam or Naradiya Puranam. As we all know, just give me a second. I just want to monitor the channel as well to see if there is any ask there. Just give me. We have 18 Puranas. Earlier, the Puranas were all grouped as one unit, and it was Vyasa Maharishi who kind of did the Vibhajanam, the splitting of the Puranas, and gave us the 18 Puranas. So Matsya, Markandeya, Bhagavata, Bhavishyat, Brahmanda, Brahma Vaivarta, Brahma Puranam, Vamana Puranam, Varaha Puranam, Vishnu Puranam, Vayu Puranam, Agni, Narada Puranam. So this specific Puranam, shloka, is from Narada Puranam, Padma Puranam, Linga Puranam, Garuda Puranam, and Kurma Puranam, along with the 18th Purana, which is the Skanda Purana. So there is a short Samskrita shlokam that helps us to remember. So Ma Dvayam, so two starting with Ma M, and then you have Bha Dvayam, and then Bra Trayam, three starting with Bra. So it is a small shloka that helps us remember the 18 Puranas. So Puranas typically are a conversational in style. So usually there are two people involved, and Puranas talk about Bhagavan, they talk about Bhaktas, they talk about even Manushyas and how dharmic and adharmic people lived, and how the lifestyles were different. And lot of the stories that we hear today, most of the stories related to Sanatana Dharma are from the itihasas, the two itihasas that we have, Ramayana and Mahabharata, and the 18 major Puranas. So a lot of us would know little from each of the Puranas without knowing that the stories are actually from the Puranams. So many of us are familiar with Bhagavata Puranam, which was written or compiled by Vyasa Maharishi post Mahabharatam, because he wanted to do a work which is exclusive to Bhagavan. Mahabharatam talked about Manushyas, and he wanted something for Bhagavan. So most of us are familiar with that. And this particular shloka, Sankata Nashana Ganesha Stotram, is from Narada Puranam, which is also known by the name Naradiya Puranam. This particular shloka has the 12 names of Lord Ganesha. A lot of times we would have heard those names when we do Sankalpa, when we do puja for Ganapati. So it talks about these 12 names in a particular order. And then, of course, there is Phalashruti, which is what do we get when we chant these 12 names of Ganapati. And not just that, there is also a slight twist to the Phalashruti, which is very unique to this shloka. So I think we can go ahead and start the learning. Let me see if Anuradha Bhagini is available. Bhagini, you can start your video now. And you can unmute yourself. Namaskara. So Anu Bhagini is joining us from, you live in Bombay, right? Okay, so this is the first one. So I'll do the first pada. You can repeat the first pada, second pada, third and the fourth, and then we will do line by line, just like we do Bhagavad Gita and Sundarakanda. So you have the text in 3 languages, Sanskritam, English, and Tamil. In English, I've used the IAST coding, and Tamil, you can see the numbering where whether it is Alpa Pranaha or Maha Pranaha is indicated by the numbers. So make sure that folks who are learning, members who are learning, are looking at the number and listen to my audio pronunciation to understand where the stress is given for Alpa and Maha Pranaha. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Pranamya Shirasa Devam.
Pranamya Shirasa Devam.
Gauri Putram Vinayakam.
Gauri Putram Vinayakam.
Bhakta Vasam Smare Nityam.
Bhakta Vasam Smare Nityam.
आयुः कामार्थसिद्धये
आयुः कामार्थसिद्धये
pranamya. This nakarah is the na munushrina in Tamil. Pranamya shirasa devam gauri putram vinayakam.
प्रणम्य शिरसा देवं गौरीपुत्रं विनायकम्
Pranamya.
प्रणम्य
Correct. Bhaktavasam smare nityam ayuh.
भक्
Full line. Ayuh kamartha siddhaye.
भक्तावासं स्मरे नित्यम् आयुः कामार्थसिद्धये
Very good. I'll do the entire shloka. Pranamya shirasa devam gauri putram vinayakam bhaktavasam smare nityam ayuh kamartha siddhaye.
प्रणम्य शिरसा देवं गौरीपुत्रं विनायकं भक्तावासं स्मरे नित्यम् आयुर्कामार्थसिद्धये
There is a ich pronunciation here. Ayuh kamartha siddhaye.
आयुः कामार्थसिद्धये
Very good. And here the bha, the tha, and the second dha, id, dha, these three are Mahapranaha. Prathamam vakratundam cha.
प्रथमं वक्रतुण्डं च
The tha is Mahapranaha. Prathamam vakratundam cha.
प्रथमं वक्रतुण्डं च
Ekadantam dvitiyakam.
एकदन्तं द्वितीयकम्
Tritiyam Krishna Pingaksham.
तृतीयं कृष्णपिङ्काक्षम्
Gajavaktram Chaturthakam.
गजवक्त्रं चतुर्थकम्
Prathamam Vakratundam cha Ekadantam Dvitiyakam.
प्रथमं वक्रतुण्डं च एकदन्तं द्वितीयकम्
Tritiyam Krishna Pingaksham. Gajavaktram Chaturthakam. The second one only is Mahapranaha.
तृतीयं कृष्णपिङ्काक्षं गजवक्त्रं चतुर्थकम्
प्रथमं वक्रतुण्डं च एकदन्तं द्वितीयकं तृतीयं कृष्णपिङ्गाक्षं गजवक्त्रं चतुर्थकम्.
प्रथमं वक्रतुण्डं च एकदन्तं द्वितीयकं तृतीयं कृष्णपिङ्काक्षं गजवक्त्रं चतुर्थकम्
लम्बोदरं पञ्चमं च
लम्बोदरं पञ्चमं च
षष्ठं विकटमेव च
षष्ठं विकटमेव च
षष्ठं
विकटमेव च
षष्ठं विकटमेव च
षष्ठं विकटमेव च
वेरी गुड. सप्तमं विघ्नराजेन्द्रं
विघ्नराजेन्द्रम्
Saptamam Vighnarajendram. Shamita, the
सप्तम
cha should be included here. Saptamam Vighnaraji. Okay, so there was a Patha Beda here, and the cha is not there in our text. 1 second. So it is just Saptamam Vighnarajendram or Saptamam Vighnarajam cha. So the other version has Vighnarajam cha. So let's go with the one that we learned. A lot of these texts have Patha Beda because it has come over a period of time and the meaning conveyed is pretty much the same. Saptamam Vighnarajendram.
सप्तमं विघ्नराजेन्द्रम्
Dhumravarnam Tatashtakam.
धूम्रवर्णं तथाष्टकम्
लंबोदरं पंचमं च षष्ठं विकटमेव च
लम्बोदरं पञ्चमं च षष्ठं विकटमेव च
सप्तमं विघ्नराजेन्द्रं धूम्रवर्णं तथाष्टकम्
सप्तमं विघ्नराजेन्द्रं धूम्रवर्णं तथाष्टकम्
लंबोदरं पंचमं च षष्ठं विकटमेव च सप्तमं विघ्नराजेन्द्रं धूम्रवर्णं तथाष्टकम्
लम्बोदरं पञ्चमं च षष्ठं विकटमेव च सप्तमं विघ्नराजेन्द्रं धूम्रवर्णं तथाष्टकम्
Very good. When you say the cha, try not to elongate it. Lambodaram panchamam cha. Avoid the cha. Instead, Lambodaram panchamam cha.
Can I repeat?
Yeah, please do. Please do, Anuradha Bhagini.
Yeah, sure. लम्बोदरं पञ्चमं च षष्ठं विकटमेव च
Continue.
सप्तमं विघ्नराजेन्द्रं धूम्रवर्णं तथाष्टकम्
नवमं भालचन्द्रं च
नवमं भालचन्द्रं च
दशमं तु विनायकम्
दशमं तु विनायकम्
एकादशं गणपतिम्
एकादशं गणपतिं
द्वादशं तु गजाननम्
द्वादशं तु गजाननम्
नवमं भालचन्द्रं च दशमं तु विनायकम्
नवमं भालचन्द्रं च दशमं तु विनायकम्
एकादशं गणपतिं द्वादशं तु गजाननम्
एकादशं गणपतिं द्वादशं तु गजाननम्
नवमं भालचन्द्रं च दशमं तु विनायकम् एकादशं गणपतिं द्वादशं तु गजाननम्
नवमं भालचन्द्रं च दशमं तु विनायकम् एकादशं गणपतिं द्वादशं तु गजाननम्
1 second. Tatashtamam. Okay, so there is a typo here. Dhanyavadah, Meena Bhatni. So, tathashtamam. It's ashtamam, right? So we'll have to do this one more time. Tatha ashtamam. Tathashtamam. Tathashtamam. So there is a tankanam there. So here, Lambodaram panchamam cha shashtham vikatameva cha. Just repeat that part.
Yeah, sure. Lambodaram panchamam cha षष्ठं विकटमेव च
Shashtham.
षष्ठं विकटम्
I'm hearing sashtam. It is shashtam
षष्ठं
vikatameva cha.
षष्ठं विकटमेव च
सप्तमं विघ्नराजेन्द्रं धूम्रवर्णं तथाष्टमम्. Ashtamam. So we have Panchamam, Shashtham, Saptamam, Ashtamam, the eighth.
सप्तमं विघ्नराजेन्द्रं धूम्रवर्णं तथाष्टमम्.
Correct. Very good. We finished the full shloka for this, so we'll move to the fifth one. Dvadashaitani namani.
द्वादशैतानि नामानि
त्रिसन्ध्यं यः पठेन्नरः.
त्रिसन्ध्यं यः पठेन्नरः.
So with yakarah and then followed by pa, we say pa. Yaf pathenarah. You did it. You said it right, Pagini. Na cha vighna bhayam tasya.
न च विघ्नभयं तस्य
Sarva siddhikarah prabhuः.
सर्वसिद्धिकरः प्रभुः.
द्वादशैतानि नामानि त्रिसन्ध्यं यः पठेन्नरः.
द्वादशैतानि नामानि त्रिसन्ध्यं यः पठेन्नरः.
न च विघ्नभयं तस्य सर्वसिद्धिकरः प्रभुः.
न च विद्यभयं तस्य सर्वसिद्धिकरः प्रभुः.
करः प्रभुः.
परः प्रभुः.
द्वादशैतानि नामानि त्रिसन्ध्यं यः पठेन्नरः. न च विघ्नभयं तस्य सर्वसिद्धिकरः प्रभुः.
द्वादशैतानि नामानि त्रिसन्ध्यं यः पठेन्नरः. न च विघ्नभयं तस्य सर्वसिद्धिकरैः प्रभुः.
सिद्धिकरः प्रभुः.
सिद्धिकरः प्रभुः. सर्वसिद्धिकरं सर्वसिद्धिकरः प्रभुः.
करः प्रभुः.
करः प्रभुः.
सर्वसिद्धिकरः प्रभुः.
सर्वसिद्धिकरः प्रभुः.
Correct. So there is a Patabheda here too. So in some text we have Sarva Siddhikaram Prabhuhu. Iti api asti. Siddhikaraha Prabhuhu. So you can refer it to Ganesha or you can refer it to the Anugraham that you get. So both are accepted. Vidyarthi labhate vidyam.
विद्यार्थी लभते विद्याम्.
Dhanarthi labhate dhanam.
धनार्थी लभते धनम्.
पुत्रार्थी लभते पुत्रान्.
पुत्रार्थी लभते पुत्रान्.
मोक्षार्थी लभते गतिम्.
मोक्षार्थी लभते गतिम्
विद्यार्थी लभते विद्यां धनार्थी लभते धनम्
विद्यार्थी लभते विद्याम् धनार्थी लभते धनम्
पुत्रार्थी लभते पुत्रान् मोक्षार्थी लभते गतिम्
पुत्रार्थी लभते पुत्रान् मोक्षार्थी लभते गतिम्
विद्यार्थी लभते विद्यां धनार्थी लभते धनम् पुत्रार्थी लभते पुत्रान् मोक्षार्थी लभते गतिम्
विद्यार्थी लभते विद्यान् धनार्थी लभते धनम् पुत्रार्थी लभते पुत्रान् मोक्षार्थी लभते गतिम्
Very well repeated. The seventh one. Japet Ganapati Stotram.
जपेत् गणपति स्तोत्रम्
Japed. So here Japa id. These three are the third form. This is the first form. So Japed Ganapati Stotram.
जपेत् गणपति स्तोत्रम्
Very good. And there is a dvitva here. You say Ganapati Stotram. The is comes twice there. Japet Ganapati Stotram.
जपेत् गणपति स्तोत्रम्
Shadbhirmasai phalam labhet.
षड्भिर्मासै फलं लभेत्
Shadbhirmasai phalam labhet.
षड्भिर्मासै फलं लभेत्
संवत्सरेण सिद्धिं च
संवत्सरेण सिद्धिं च
लभते नात्र संशयः.
लभते नात्र संशयः क्षम्यता संशयः
Correct. Japet Ganapati Stotram Shadbhirmasai phalam labhet.
जपेत् गणपति स्तोत्रम् षड्भिर्मासै फलं लभेत्
Phalam ha, not pha, it is pha.
फलं लभेत्
Very good. संवत्सरेण सिद्धिं च लभते नात्र संशयः. Full line.
संवत्सरेण सिद्धिं च लभते नात्र संशयः
Very good. Japet Ganapati Stotram Shadbhirmasai phalam labhet. Samvatsarena siddhim cha labhate natra samshayah.
जपेत् गणपति जपेत् गणपति स्तोत्रम् षड्भिर्मासैः फलं लभेत् संवत्सरेण सिद्धिं च लभते नात्र संशयः.
Very good. अष्टभ्यो ब्राह्मणेभ्यश्च
अष्टभ्यो ब्राह्मणेभ्यश्च
लिखित्वा यः समर्पयेत्.
लिखित्वा यः समर्पयेत्
तस्य विद्या भवेत् सर्वा
तस्य विद्या भवेत् सर्वा
गणेशस्य प्रसादतः
गणेशस्य प्रसादतः
Ganeshasya, there is a ip there. There is a dvitva, you have to say there. Because ip is ip plus, Shamita, pra is ip plus ra. So you say an additional ip after the yakara here. Ganeshasya prasadatah.
गणेशस्य प्रसादतः
उत्तमम्. अष्टभ्यो ब्राह्मणेभ्यश्च लिखित्वा यः समर्पयेत्.
अष्टभ्यो ब्राह्मणेभ्यश्च लिखित्वा यः समर्पयेत्
तस्य विद्या भवेत् सर्वा गणेशस्य प्रसादतः.
तस्य विद्या भवेत् सर्वा गणेशस्य प्रसादतः
वेरी गुड. अष्टभ्यो ब्राह्मणेभ्यश्च लिखित्वा यः समर्पयेत् तस्य विद्या भवेत् सर्वा गणेशस्य प्रसादतः.
अष्टाभ्ये ब्राह्मणे क्षम्यताम् अष्टाभ्यो ब्राह्मणे
अष्ट
अष्टभ्यो ब्राह्मणेभ्यश्च लिखित्वा यः समर्प्यते लिखित्वा यः समर्पयेत् तस्य विद्या भवेत् सर्वा गणेशस्य प्रसादतः.
One more time.
अष्टाभ्यो ब्राह्मण अष्टभ्यो ब्राह्मणेभ्यश्च लिखित्वा यः समर्पयेत् तस्य विद्या भवेत् सर्वा गणेशस्य प्रसादतः.
वेरी गुड. इति श्री नारद
पुराणे
श्री संकटनाशन गणेश स्तोत्रम संपूर्णम.
श्री संकटनाशन गणेश श्री संकटनाशन गणेश स्तोत्रम संपूर्णम.
We can even say iti Narada Purane Antargate, inside Narada Purana. That is also a version that is used for conclusion here. Iti Shri Narada Purane Antargate means it is inside that. That is also a general conclusion that they say. Very nicely repeated, Bhagini. Uttamam. Dhanyavadaha.
Dhanyavadaha, Bhagini.
Ram Ram.
Ram Ram.
Can we have 2 volunteers? So who can try, who learned today? You can raise your hand in Zoom. Jai Shri Ram iti nama asti ekadamsha. Okay, so we'll do 2 people today, and if you have okay, quite a few. Let's see. Premraj Mahodaya, I think you know Sanskritam. I am not sure. Jai Shri Ram iti nama asti. Why don't you try, Bhagini? You can, I have given a unmute request. You can try unmuting yourself. Namaskara.
Yeah, I accept.
Your name, Bhagini? Ram Ram.
I'm Janani. Jai
Janani.
Shri Ram is my son's name.
Okay. Very, very nice name. His name itself is Jai Shri Ram.
Yeah, he is
Wow.
also with me. He also learned along with me, but he is nervous to chant again.
That's okay. You both can chant together. He can be off screen. I can totally understand. One of my daughters is like that. So that's okay. You don't have to come if you don't want to chant alone, Karna. You can just be by the side of Amma and you can chant. Go ahead.
प्रणम्य शिरसा देवं गौरीपुत्रं विनायकं भक्तावाशं स्मरे नित्यम् आयुष्कामार्थसिद्धये.
1 second. So, um, you are looking at Tamil script.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, Pranamya, this is Shiva. Sh. This aksharam here is Shiva Sh.
Okay.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
it is Pranamya Shirasa. Devam Gauri Putram Vinayakam. This was okay. So, this is Sarpaha. Saraswati Sa. So, this is
Pasha.
Sh. This is Sa. Smare Nityam Ayuh. So, you say here Ik sound when Ka is there after a Visarga. So, the colon there is a Visarga. You say Ayuh Kamartha Siddhaye. Why don't we try start over?
Yeah. Pranamya Shirasa Shira. Okay. Pranamya Shirasha Devam.
Shira.
Shira.
Shira. Next letter.
Shirasha.
Shira.
Sa.
Sa. Because this is Sarpaha Sa. Saraswati Sarpaha Sa. So Pranamya Shirasa Devam.
Pranamya Shirasa Devam Gauriputram Vinayagam.
So 1 second. So here, when you have Ka without a number, it is Ka, like Kangal Ka. When you have number 3, it becomes like Garudan Ga. So here there is no number at all. We are used to saying Vinayagar, but it is not Vinayakar. In Sanskritam, it is Vinayaka, Vinayakaha. So if there is no number, you have to say like Kannir, Kamalam, that Ka. We don't say Gamalam, no?
Yeah.
We only say Kamalam, Ka. So if there is no number, you have to say the Ka version. Start over.
Pranamya Shirasa Devam Gauriputram Vinayakam Bhaktavasham Smare Vasam. Bhaktavasam Smare Nityam Ayush Kamartha Siddhaye.
There is also a Sandhi rule where you can say ish, but our version we are doing Ayuh Kamartha Siddhaye. Very good. Very good. Next one.
Pratamam Vakradundam cha.
Again here, Vakra, we say Vakradunda, right? But it is not the, it is the, like Tanneer.
Okay.
When number 3 is there, it is like Dagam. We don't say Tagam, right? We say Dagam. Tamil by default, even though there is only one ta, we know when to say Kagam. So if you just take the word Kagam, right? It is Ka-im. We don't say Kakam or we don't say Gagam. We say Kakam, right? But by default, we say that. Tamil has only one version of ta, but over a period of, the language, we know that it is Dagam and Tanneer, Kagam and Kanneer, right? But in Sanskritam, the Aksharam is separate. So you have 4 versions for each. You have Ka, Kha, Ga, Gha. Similarly, here, Ta, Takaraha is there. And there is no number. So you have to say the Tanneer version. So Vakratundam.
Pratamam Vakratundam cha Ekatandam Dvitiyakam.
You have to flip. Ekadhantam.
Ekdantam Dvitiyakam तृतीयं कृष्णबिङ्गाक्षम्
Again, per. So, if you just take same word, no, we'll say pavama irukku, we'll say bhavam romba nana irukku. So the same word, it's the same pavim, but we know when to say pavam, when to say bhavam, right? So here, when there is no number at all, it is the first version, which is pa. So it is ka, cha, ta, pa.
पिङ्गाक्षम्.
Pingaksham, correct. So tritiyam, go ahead.
तृतीयं कृष्णबिङ्गाक्षं गजवक्त्रं चतुर्थकम्.
Again, cha,
चतुर्
go ahead.
चतुर्थकम्.
Chaturthakam.
चतुर्थकम्.
Again, one more time. Tritiyam.
तृतीयं कृष्णबिङ्गाक्षं गजवक्त्रं चतुर्थकम्.
Very good. You're such a quick learner. Please learn Sanskritam.
Yeah, sure, definitely. लम्बोदरं पञ्चमं च
Pancha.
पञ्च.
Mm.
लम्बोदरं पञ्चमं च षष्ठं विकटमेव च सप्तमं विघ्नराजेन्द्रं धूम्रवर्णं तदाष्टमम्.
Tatha. So when
तथा
number 2 is there and number 4, you have to stress and say it. So tathashtamam dhumra.
तथाष्टमम्.
So whenever even number is there, you stress and say the aksharam, which is why we call it Mahapranaha. Because Maha means great, Prana is the energy that you give. So when you say Dhumra, you have to use lot more energy than when you say Danam. Danam is very easy to say. But when you say Dhumra, you have to use more energy. So that is why it is called Mahapranaha. Next one.
नवमं बालचन्द्रं च
Bhala. Bhala.
नवमं बालचन्द्रं च दशमं तु दशमं तु विनायकम् एकादशं गणपतिं द्वादशं तु गजाननम्.
Excellent.
द्वादशैतानि नामानि त्रिशन्त्यं
Once again. So here, there is no Suri here. It is not Nedil, right? It is not Dirka. So you stop there. Even I am also learning this. It's entirely possible. The recordings that I did Namani for the tune, but I'm learning consciously to not say Dhirga when it is Hraswa, which is Nedil when it is Kuril. So Dvadashaitani Namani.
द्वादशैतानि नामानि त्रिशन्त्यं यप्पडे नरः.
Again?
त्रिसन्त्यं यप्पडे नरः.
पठे नरः.
यप्पडे नरः.
ठ. पठे नरः.
पठे नरः.
Very good.
न च विज्ञं भयं तस्य न स.
न च.
न च. न च विघ्नभयं.
Vighna.
I have to stress.
Vighna. Correct. Very good.
न च विघ्नभयं तस्य.
न च.
न च.
It is like chamaram cha.
न च
Chamaram only, yeah. Not samaram. In Tamil we say samaram, but it is actually chamaram in Sanskritam, yeah.
न च विघ्नभयं तस्य.
There is no vigna. It is vighna.
विघ्न. न च विघ्नभयं तस्य सर्वसिद्धिकर प्रभुः.
Karaf prabhuः.
हरः प्रभुः.
You say a if there. Karaf. Like fruit. Karaf prabhuः.
करः प्रभुः.
Next one.
विद्यार्थी लपते विद्यां.
How do you say?
I have to stress pa.
La.
Pa.
La.
Pa. Ba.
Correct. Very good. Vidyarthi.
Vidyarthi lapate vidyam. Dhanarthi lapate dhanam.
Labhate.
Labhate.
Like bhayam.
Dhanarthi lapate dhanam. Lapate.
Labhate.
Labhate.
Labhate. Correct. Bhayam. Bhayankaram. That bha.
Dhanarthi lapate dhanam. Labhate.
Practice. Just practice. You will get it. Labhate dhanam.
Lapate dhanam. Putrarthi lapate putran.
Labhate.
Lapate putran. Moksharthi lapate gatim.
You are still saying pa there. You have to practice. Labhate.
Labhate gatim.
One more time.
Lapate gatim.
No, only say labhate.
Lapate.
Labhate.
Lapate.
Labhate.
Lapate.
You are still saying lapate. It is labhate.
Lapate.
Bhayam bha. Labhate.
Labhate.
Correct.
Lapate.
Labhate.
Labhate.
Correct. Gatim.
Gatim.
Very good. Next one.
Jabet. Ganap.
Again here, pa. Japed.
Japet.
Mm.
Japet. Ganapati Stotram. Shatpir Mashai Balam. Lap Mashaihi. Mashais.
Ma.
Ma size.
Ma size.
Size.
Halam.
Ma size. Balam lapet.
Halam labhet.
Balam lapet. Ba.
Ha. So bhalam is also a padam in Sanskritam, which means strength. Phalam means, in this context, it will be blessing or the fruit of chanting, right? Phalam is also param, which is fruit.
Palam lapet.
Labhet.
Labet.
Correct.
Samvatsharena sit. Samvatsarena sittim cha. Lapate natra samshayaha. Samshayaha. Sorry.
You have good eyes.
Ashtapyo brahmanepyasya.
Brahmanebhyascha.
Yes, cha. Ashtapyo brahmanepyascha. Likitvayat samarpayet. Dasya vidya bhavit. Tasya vidya bhavet sarva.
Correct.
Bhavet sarva Ganeshya prasadatah.
Prasadatah. Number 3, right?
Prasadatah.
If in just like 5 minutes you are able to pick up so well, please enroll Sanskritam. It looks like you're interested in Sana. You have named your son Jai Shri Ram. Please invest time. You are such a quick learner. I think in like 6 months you will be able to come and teach.
Definitely, I will enroll.
Please do.
Yeah.
You want to complete Iti Shri?
Iti Shri Narada Purane Shankadanashana Shankadanasha Ganesha Stotram Sankata. Sankadanashana Ganesha Stotram Sampurnam.
Good. Keep chanting. Does your son learn Sanskritam?
No. He is doing his Hindi.
Hindi. He looks like he's also interested. He's correcting. He was correcting you, and looks like he's also picking up quite well. So there is a separate track for children too. If you introduce them early on, especially children who are very inclined, right? If they're not inclined, then it is a different story. I have twin girls, and only one is interested. She is learning. The other one is not interested, but she chants. So if he is interested, you should try and enroll him too.
Sure.
You can learn together.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. Thank you.
Jai
Ram.
Shri Ram. Thank you. Oh, how much punyam you will get by just calling his name every day.
Yes.
Ram Ram.
Ram Ram.
Okay, we can do a one quick round before we go to the Artha. Anybody who would like to? Daya Bagni, would you like to chant with your granddaughter? I don't know if you're available. If so, you can unmute and try. Would you be able to turn on your video?
Yes.
Ah.
Namaskar.
Namaskar, Bagni.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Sure. Where is your granddaughter? She not with you?
Can you see me?
Yes, I can. Go ahead.
Yes. Sankata Nashana Ganesha Stotram. Pranamya Shirasa Devam Gauri Putram.
Little slower.
Louder?
No, slower.
Slower. Okay. प्रणम्य शिरसा देवं गौरीपुत्रं विनायकं भक्तावासं स्मरेन्नित्यम् आयुः कामार्थसिद्धये प्रथमं वक्रतुण्डं च एकदन्तं द्वितीयकं तृतीयं कृष्णपिङ्गाक्षं गजवक्त्रं चतुर्थकं लम्बोदरं पञ्चमं च षष्ठं विकटमेव च सप्तमं विघ्नराजेन्द्रं धूम्रवर्णं तथाष्टमम् नवमं भालचन्द्रं च दशमं तु विनायकम् एकादशं गणपतिं द्वादशं तु गजाननम् द्वादशैतानि नामानि त्रिसन्ध्यं यः पठेन्नरः त्रिसन्ध्यं यः पठेन्नरः
One more time.
त्रिसन्ध्यं यः पठेन्नरः
Yaf pathenarah.
ओके सॉरी त्रिसन्ध्यं यः पठेन्नरः न च विघ्नभयं तस्य सर्वसिद्धिकरः प्रभुः विद्यार्थी लभते विद्यां धनार्थी लभते धनम् पुत्रार्थी लभते पुत्रान् मोक्षार्थी लभते गतिम् जपेद् गणपतिस्तोत्रम् षड्भिर्मासैः फलं लभेत् संवत्सरेण सिद्धिं च लभते नात्र संशयः अष्टभ्यो ब्राह्मणेभ्यश्च लिखित्वा यः समर्पयेत् तस्य विद्या भवेत् सर्वा गणेशस्य प्रसादतः इति श्री नारद पुराणे श्री संकटनाशन गणेश स्तोत्रम संपूर्णम्
Very good. Dhanyavadah.
धन्यवाद
Thank you so much. Okay, so we will quickly go through the artha, meaning. So one of the speciality of our satsang learning has been that every shloka that we learn with the meaning. So when we chant, even if we don't remember the word by word meaning, somewhat we are able to understand instead of just blindly telling the shloka. When we are looking at Bhagavan, or if we are saying something for our guru, then we are able to kind of visualize what it is about, and we are able to look inward while we are chanting. So whenever I personally feel that when I'm chanting and I know the meaning, even though I teach all the shlokas with meaning, I don't remember all the meanings. But if you give me a shloka, probably because the little Sanskritam knowledge I have, I'll be able to tell you the overall meaning. But then when I chant, so for example, in Lalita Sahasranamam, it's one of my favorite namas, which is Komalangi. So which means Ambal who has, Komala Angam, which means Mridu Angam. So the softness, whenever I chant that particular nama, automatically my voice kind of like softens. Komalangi Gurupriya. So when we understand the meaning of the shloka, it definitely makes a difference. And I personally know that lot of the satsang members are there in this satsang simply to know the meaning of shloka. Some of them know the chanting part, but they also want to understand the meaning when they are chanting and experience the bliss of, experiencing that Bhagavan, that Swami while we are chanting. So we will quickly go through the meaning as well. I'll do the word by word meaning and then overall meaning, which is just a summary of the entire verse. So let me just see if there are any doubts I don't think there are any doubts here. I am just looking at YouTube to see if there are any other. Okay, I think we are good. So pranamya shirasa devam gauri putram vinayakam bhakta vasam smaren nityam ayuh kamartha siddhaye. Pranamya, namanam means worshipping, saluting, offering our salutations to Bhagavan, bowing down. So pranamya shirasa, whenever we do the bowing down, we have to put our head down. We don't do like this, we don't lift it up, except maybe when we do for Lord Shiva, when we say Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, a lot of us, take our hands up and then look up. But in general, whenever we do a namaskara, that is the speciality of Sanatana Dharma too. We bow our head down, showing our humility, showing our respect, showing that we offer our salutations to Bhagavan. Even when we greet, that is what we do. So pranamya shirasa. Shiraha means head. Shirasa, when we bow our head down. Devam, to whom do we do this? To Ganesha, the deity, the Devaha Ganesha. Who is he? Gauri Putra. So his mother is Gauri, Parvati. Vinayakam, he is the one who removes all the obstacles. And what is the speciality of this Ganesha? When you offer your bhakti to him, he lives in the heart and he becomes the abode for bhakta. So bhakta vasanam means to live. Bhakta vasam, the person who becomes the abode of devotees and whose heart devotees are there. Smaren nityam. Smaret nityam becomes smaren nityam. Nityam means every day. Smaranam means I remember. Smaret nityam, the person who remembers. So we all have, whenever we chant a shloka, there is some kind of expectation that we have. In general, these days, two things, right? We want good health. Only if we have good health, all the other activities that we want to do can be achieved. So here, Ayuhu. Ayuhu means long life. Of course, long life does not mean you live without being able to do what we want to do. Ayuhu with Arogyam. Ayuhu. Kama Artha. So Artha here means wealth. And wealth in general is not dhanam. It can be anything that we desire for. So Kama Artha Siddhaye. So for the fulfillment, Siddhaye means Siddhanam means to get it as a blessing. Ayuh Kamartha Siddhaye. So when we bow to Lord Ganesha, Vinayaka, who is the son of Gauri, Gauri Putram. And his speciality is that he is the Vigna Nashakaha, so Vinayakaha. He removes all the Vignam, and he has the speciality. If you just show a little bit of bhakti, he becomes the abode of the devotees. He becomes the Vasasthala of devotees. And that, to that Ganesha, when we think of him, Smaret Nityam, when a person, the Bhakta, thinks of him, Nityam, every day, always, he gets the blessing of Ayuhu, which is long life, and Kama Artha Siddhaye, whatever he desires, whatever wealth, Aishwaryam, prosperity that Bhakta is desiring, he will be blessed by Ganesha to achieve it. So this is the first shloka. Now, the speciality of this shloka from Narada Purana is that it has the 12 names of Ganesha. So it is beautifully structured in a way that it says the number and the nama, and then nama and the number. So prathamam means the first. Vakratundam, tundaha means trunk. What kind of trunk? He has a bent trunk. So trunk in general is not straight, right? You would have seen elephants. Elephants have bent trunk. So Vakratundam, the one with the bent trunk. Of course, elephants have tusk, but our Ganesha has only one tusk. He had to break one to write the Mahabharata. So Ekadantam, dantam here, teeth. The teeth of elephants generally refer to the tusk. So Ekadantam is the Dvitiya nama. So Pratamaha Vakratundaha. So here the namas are given as Vakratundam. What namas do you chant? So it becomes in Karma Pada there. Prathamam Vakratundam Ekadantam Dvitiyakam. That is the second. So Tritiyam Krishna Pingaksham. Aksham means eyes. Krishna Pinga means blackish brown eyes. If you look at elephants, if you closely look at them, the eyes are black, and if you watch, there is a brown tinge to the elephant's eyes. So because Ganesha has the face of an elephant, we all know the story where Parvati created a young boy to be the guard, and then Shiva comes there, and that boy doesn't let Shiva, and Shiva, in a fit of anger, he chops off the head of the boy, and then Parvati gets mad, and they go in search of any Jantu, and the first Jantu that they see would be the head of that the boy whose head was chopped off. So of course they go north, and then they find an elephant. So that elephant's head is placed upon the boy, and that is why Gajanana is born. So because he has elephant face, Krishna Pingaksham, Krishna Pinga means blackish brown, Aksha means eyes. Of course, why is it in that color? Because he has Gaja Vaktram. Vaktram means face, Ananam. So Gaja Vaktram Chaturthakam, that is the fourth nama. Prathamam. So the first one is Vakratundaha, one with the bent trunk. Ekadantam, he has only one tusk, only the left tusk is there. He broke the right tusk in order to write Mahabharata. That becomes the second nama. Tritiyam, Krishna Pingaksham, he has brownish, pretty brownish eyes. Gajavaktram, the face which is the face of an elephant. Gajaha means elephant. Chaturtakam, that becomes the fourth nama. Suppose whenever we look at Pillayar, in Tamil we say Kolukku Mulukku, right? He's like chubby Ganesha. So his belly is pot-like. Lambodaram, Lamba Udaram. Udaram means belly, Lamba means huge. Lambodaram Panchamam, Lambodara, which is why when he went for the Kubera's feast, right? Kubera's arrogance and pride was destroyed. With the big belly that he had, he was able to continuously devour, and Kubera ran out of food. He thought he could supply as much as possible, and that was his speciality. He is the god of wealth. But of course, our Ganesha was able to destroy the Ahankaram and Mamakaram of Kubera with the Lamba Udaram that he had, the big belly that he had. He was able to devour a lot of food. So Lamba Udaram, Lambodaram becomes the Panchama nama. Shashtham Vikatamevacha. I think there is a Tankana dosham here. I had corrected in the main shloka. Give me a second. Shashtham Vikatamevacha. Vikata means again the one who has huge body. Even though we say Pillayar, Pillai in Tamil means boy, young boy. Boy who is huge structure, Mahakaya, in the opening shloka that we normally chant, Vakratunda Mahakaya, which is the same as Vikata. Vikata means big bodied, huge. Vikatam eva cha. That is the kind of body that he has. Saptamam Vighna Rajendram. So here Vighna Rajendram means Vighna Raja Indram. He is the lord of obstacles. Raja means king or the lord, but here in this context, he is the one who is the best amongst the ones who can remove the obstacles. Vighna Rajendram. And the color, like you can see in the picture there, the grayish color that Ganapati has, Dhumra Varnam, the slight complexion of an elephant. Dhumra means gray colored. Dhumra Varnam Tatha Ashtamam. Sorry, I have to correct this. Ashtamam. So, Lambodaram, the one who is pot-bellied. Panchamam, that is the fifth nama. Shashtham means the sixth nama. Vikatam eva cha. That is the person who has huge kaya, huge body. Saptamam, the seventh nama is Vighna Rajendram, the king of obstacles. But in this context, he is the person who is the best amongst the ones who can remove our life obstacles. Cha. Dhumra Varnam, he is the one who is grey colored. Tatha Ashtamam. So this becomes the eighth nama. Navamam Bhala Chandram. So lot of times when we do Om Vinayakaya Namaha Vignarajaya Namaha, when we say Bala Chandram. It is not Bala Chandram, it is Bhala Chandram. There is also another version, they say it Bhala Chandram. So it means the one who has forehead. It means the forehead. So he has the Chandraha or the moon on his forehead. Dashamam tu Vinayakam. He is the person who can remove all the obstacles that we face in any goal or task that we undertake. Ekadasham Ganapati. Ganapati, the lord of the Ganas. Gananam Patihi. Patihi means Adhipati, the person who is the lord. Dwadasham tu Gajananam. Similar to Gaja Vaktram, it is Gajananam. The meaning is the same. So the one who has Chandraha on his forehead, one who is the Vinayakaha, one who is the lord of the Ganas, Gananam Adhipatihi Ganapatihi, and one who has the face of Gajaha, the one who has Gajavaktram. So these are the 12 names. So Dwadasham, we have come to the 12th name. So within these 4 shlokas, we have completed. Now, these 12 names, how do you actually recite? When you want to recite this stotra, how do you recite it? Dwadasha etani namani. Dwadasha etani namani. These 12 namas or names of Ganesha. Trisandhyam. Just like we do Trikala Sandhya Vandanam, right? The men folk do. So Trisandhyam, the 3 important junctions of the day. So morning, afternoon, and evening. Yaha Pathet Naraha. Pathet Adikam Naraha becomes Pathen Naraha. So the Manushyaha or a Bhakta here, Naraha in general means human. But whenever we chant, we become Bhaktas. So Naraha here means a Bhakta who chants these 12 names of Ganesha 3 times. What does he get? Nurture Vigna Bhayam. Whenever we want to start something, we all have the Bhayam or Bhitihi in our mind. Will it work out? Will I fail? Will I meet the goal? Will I meet the expectation? Will I achieve what I want to achieve? Or if it is a child who is writing exams, will I get the marks? So there is always a bhayam that we experience. So, Vighna Bhayam, Nacha Tasya Vighna Bhayam. If you keep reciting these 12 namas of Ganesha, you are assured that you will not face any kind of fear in your mind. And all the obstacles that we face will be destroyed by whom? By Prabhuhu. Prabhuhu here means the Lord, the ultimate. And he is the person who has the ability, Sarva Siddhikaraha means he has the ability to grant. He is the grantor of all the success, all the ultimate achievements that we want to achieve in life, we want to get in life. He is the person who has the ability to give that. So, Sarva Siddhikaraha Prabhuhu. So, the person who has the ability to grant us whatever we want to achieve, that kind of Bhagavan, right? So, when we chant his 12 namas thrice a day, then the person, that bhakta, that naraha, is free from all kinds of fear. In general, even in Bhagavad Gita, I think it is chapter 16. I apologize if I quote the chapter number adhyaya incorrectly. So Krishna Paramatma talks about, the qualities that one should have and the qualities that one should give up. So the first quality that in fact he states is bhayam, because that is in Tamil we say muttukata, that is the hindrance for anything that we do. Whatever we want to do, if we experience bhayam or fear, we would not be successful at all, because it'll always prevent us from giving our best. The fear that we have, some kind of fear is good, in the sense that we don't want to be overconfident, we don't want to think too much about ourselves, or we, without any preparation, don't want to do a task. But then we also have to ensure that when we do something, we do it fear free. So that bhayam, Vighna Bhayam, will there be an obstacle? Will I achieve? The doubt that we experience, samshayaha, kleshaha, that we experience in our mind, that is destroyed, because he has the ability to grant whatever we want to achieve in life. He is that kind of Bhagavan. So not everybody wants the same thing. We all belong to different sthiti or state, right? In the ashrama class, you have the brahmacharyam, you have the grihastham, vanaprastham, and so depending on when in which state you are in, the prarthana would be different. When if you ask a school going child, right, the child wants knowledge. Now it translates to marks, but in general, that is the period when you gain knowledge, vidya. And then once we gain that vidya, we want to make money so that we can secure our life, right? And after that you get married. So, and then after you get married, you want children. Of course, the same cycle kind of repeats. And then the last part of your life, we all pray for moksha, right? Liberation from the repeated cycle of birth and death that we have. So moksha. So vidyarthi, arthi means a person who seeks. The person who seeks vidya, knowledge, wisdom, labhate vidya, that person is assured to get knowledge, wisdom. Now the second phase, dhanarthi, the person who wants dhanam, wealth, labhate dhanam. So each one's prayer request would be different depending on what you're requesting, what kind of arthi you are, you will be granted that you are praying for. Putrarthi. So it's assumed that you're married and you're seeking a progeny to carry on your santati, right? So putrarthi, labhate putran. They are assured to get children, beget children. And moksharthi, the person who is seeking moksha. A lot of us now are in a state where we have children, but then we have started our journey towards, connecting, having a connection with Bhagavan, having a connection with Guru, and slowly getting into the margam of, detached practice and aiming at moksha. As I always say, I have repeatedly said this in the Bhagavad Gita class, moksham does not mean liberation in the paralokam, in the ihalokam. Here itself, we should be able to lead a life in the form of moksha. Labhate gatim paragati. That bhakta gets moksha. So depending on what one person is seeking, is praying for. So if you want vidya, you will be given vidya. If you want dhanam, you will be given dhanam. If you want santati, you will be given children. And if you want moksha, that will be granted as well, depending on which part of the life you are in. So how do you chant it? So we 3 times a day is what we actually saw. So there is a slight twist. I like the shloka number 7 and 8 here. So Japet Ganapati Stotram. So we all know Sankata Nashana Ganesha Stotram. So this Ganapati Stotram, Stotra on Lord Ganesha. So how long do you chant? Shadbhir Masaihi. So you chant for 6 months every day, 3 times a day. Phalam labhet. Whatever you're seeking, whatever you're praying for is definitely bound to happen. You're bound to get it as a blessing. And samvatsarena, samvatsaraha means 1 year. So, whatever you want, you keep chanting for 6 months and you continue chanting for a year. Siddhim means whatever anugraham you are requesting or praying for, labhate, that will be definitely obtained. Na atra samshayah. Definitely there is no doubt. You don't have to have any kind of question in your mind. If I chant this shloka thrice a day, and I do it with bhakti, I do understanding myself, depending on which stage of the life I am in and what I am seeking for, that phalam, that anugraham will definitely be granted. So Japet Ganapati Stotram. When you chant this Ganapati Stotram, Shadbhi Masehi, definitely you will see some kind of change in 6 months. I feel it will be much quicker than that. And within 1 year, whatever the person is seeking, and that is the kind of power and vibe this shloka has. Na atra samshayah. You don't have to doubt this statement which has been given as phalashruti. And the last one, which is very unique to the shloka. In general, we all know whenever we learn shlokas, the shlokas are generally chanted, right? We all do the japa of the shloka. But here it says Ashtabhyo Brahmanebhyah cha. So for 8 brahmanas, 8 brahmanas, likitva, you write this shloka, yaha samarpayet. Samarpana means to offer. You find 8 brahmanas, Vaidikas, you write the shloka and you give it to them. Tasya vidya bhavet sarva. So the special anugraham. So even if we want moksha, the only way we can get moksha is through jnanam. There is no other way to get moksha. Just by nama smaranam, you don't get moksha. You need to have jnanam in order to get moksha. So vidya, sarva vidya bhavet. So you get the jnanam. Here the pada used is vidya. I would see it as jnanam. How do we get it? Ganeshasya prasadataha. Prasadataha means by his grace, of whom? Ganeshasya, of Lord Ganesha. So it has a special thing. I am so tempted to do it. When we have a next puja or something, write these and on a paper and offer it to Vaidikas who come. Likhitva. Lekhanam means writing. So 8 brahmanas. I'm very curious to know where the writing part comes. Next time, maybe when I meet my guru, I'll ask if he knows the story behind it. 8 brahmanas and the writing part of this shloka, likhitva yaha samarpaye, the person or the bhakta who offers to 8 brahmanas in writing. Tasya sarva vidya bhavet. To him, all he gets the blessing of jnanam, vidya, knowledge, wisdom. By what? Ganeshasya prasadatah, by the blessing of Lord Ganesha. So very, very short and sweet shloka. I think very easy to chant. All the namas which we already know, the by just saying the nama itself, we know Gajananam, Gajavatram, Vakratundam, Ekadantam, very, very simple nama. I think Bhalachandram is probably one nama that we tend to mispronounce. So it is not Balachandram, it is Bhala or Balachandram, which means Chandra on the forehead. So that is the speciality of this shloka. I think that ends the Sampurnam of the shloka. So this Sankata Nashana Ganesha Stotram is part of Narada Puranam. So what do we get? Primarily, we get knowledge. Depending on the stage of life we are in, we will get whatever we are praying for or we are seeking, which could be jnanam, which could be dhanam, which could be santati or progeny, and then ultimately moksha, which is liberation from the janana, punarapi jananam and punarapi maranam. So definitely Ganesha's blessing will be there, and we will experience success in every task that we undertake if this shloka is chanted with utmost devotion. So I'm glad. I think we are slightly over. I wanted to finish it by 7:30, and that's fine. Any questions that we have? Oh, I have a quick crossword here. Anybody wants to try it out? These are names of Ganesha, son of Parvati. So this would be here. Son of Parvati would be, oh, the second one is easy. The one with bent trunk. Vakratunda, that's correct. One with one tusk would be you can just type out the Ekadanta, correct. The one with big belly would be 4 across. There, 4 down. Lambodara. The remover of obstacles, which is 12. There. I think this is specifically might not be from the shloka. It could be Vignaraja, Vignarajendraha, Vinayakaha. Very good. The Lord of Bhutaganas. That would be Ganapati, correct. The elephant face god. I think we saw 2 namas in this shloka. It could be Gajanana or Gajavatra. One with fan-like ears. I think Chamara Karna, I think. I think this is a crossword from long time back. Son of Shiva. Son of Shiva would be, oh, this is probably from the shloka that we know. Mushika Vahana, Modaka Hasta, Chamara Karna, Vilambida Sutra, Vamana Rupa, and then goes. Vamana Rupa will be, next one would be Maheshwara Putra, Uttamam Lalita Bhagini. Maheshwara Putra, one who loves a special sweet. Oh, Modaka, that's right. One who has mouse as vehicle. Mushika must be Mushika Vahana. That's correct. Moon-crested baby god. Bhalachandra. I think the answers are here. Gajanana, Maheshwara Putra. It should be Bhalachandra. I've given B here. Modaka Priya. Vakratunda, Mushika Vahana, Lambodara, Chamara Karna. Vigna Nashaka. I think we said Vigneshwara, Vigna Rajendra, Uma Sutta. Gauri Putra would be more appropriate for this shloka because here Ganesha is addressed as Gauri Putraha. Ganapati, the Lord of Bhutaganas, which is the 6th one. What is this leaf, which is Ganesha's favorite? Jai Shri Ram, do you want to answer? You can type in chat. We have one kid today. Let us see if he's able to identify what leaf this is. It's called Dhruva grass or Arugampul in Tamil. Meenakshi Bagni has typed in Tamil. Very nice. There are a lot of references to Dhruva grass in our Itihasas and Puranas. I think in Vamana Avatara, to prick the bee's eyes, dharba was used, which is the dried form of the Dhruva grass. And which Ganesha temple is this? Indeed, it is Rock Fort or Malaikottai. Where is it located? Uchipullayar temple. That is another name which is given, which is in Trichy. That's right. There is the Ganesha temple is on the top, and you have to climb a few steps, and there is another temple there. Does anybody know what Swami is there? Tayumanavar, the form of Shiva where he is like a mother. So a lot of times when women are pregnant, they would ask us to chant the Tayumanavar, because I think he helped in delivery as a woman for a bhakti. So Tayumanavar Sannidhi. Does anybody remember the Ambal's name there? Not Akhilandeshwari. Akhilandeshwari is Jambukeshwar. Hema Bagni lives in Trichy. So yeah, it is Mattuvar Kurali. That is the name of the Ambika. So the Gauri there is Mattuvar Kurali. Akhilandeshwari is Jambukeshwaram in Trichy, which is one of the Panjabhuta sthanas. Just some fun facts to add flavor to our learning. I hope everybody enjoyed today's session. Let's all take a sankalpa, and I hope I am able to deliver this every month, one shloka a month. And please keep listening to the recordings, and please focus on the pronunciation, like, sa, sh, cha, where do we say ga, where do we say ka. And if you have not started your Sanskritam journey, please start. If you don't want to take up Sanskritam, but you want to learn the pronunciation, you can refer to in our channel. You can probably search for Pravesha Batch 2 videos. And I think there are 6 classes, for 6 or 7 classes, where I teach the Aksharam. Aksharam means alphabet, and then the padas, which is words, and then the pronunciation along with Visargaha. The Visargaha is the speciality of Sanskritam language. So if you are not able to commit to, I know we all have children, we have different roles that we do. So if you're not able to commit to learning Sanskritam, taking up an exam, you can devote, I think, probably watching maybe 1.5 hours, 6 videos. So maybe maximum 10-12 hours that you have to devote to listening, and then maybe practicing is another 10 hours. And you should be able to look at the Sanskritam script and do the pronunciation. Live Sanskritam class, I just come. So I've done 4, all the 4. There are 4 levels in Samskrita Bharati. I'm a student of Samskrita Bharati. I've done taught all the 4 levels, and in one cycle, the second cycle has just started last year. We have completed level 1, which is Pravesha, and I'm still thinking about whether to continue level 2 because of my work constraints. So I'll have to take a call there. But all the recordings are available, all the study materials, the question papers, homework, everything is available on YouTube. Similarly, for Sankata Nashana Ganesha Stotram, the audio or individual audios have also been posted. I will share the YouTube playlist link so you can keep listening to it. The only catch is that the dirghatvam that might be there, which only very recently I have started focusing. So dwadasha namani, dwadashaitani namani. You might hear the ni there, which make sure that you don't extend the pronunciation. With humble gratitude to Bhagavan and Guru for giving us this opportunity to learn together. And I hope more and more of us can join together and learn, experience the beauty of shlokas that our Sanatana Dharma has given to us. And whenever we go to temples, chant these shlokas and experience even more bliss and happiness that we all seek for. Thank you all for joining. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. हरि ओम तत्सत महापेरियवा शरणम जय जय शंकर हर हर शंकर सर्वम कृष्णार्पणमस्तु जय श्री राम जय श्री कृष्णा. Thank you all for joining. Om Tat Sat.